everyone. Today's gonna be an absolute beautiful day. It's supposed to be up in upper 80s, low, maybe 90, but no humidity. And it's supposed to be like 90 all week long, and I don't think the humidity is supposed to be up anywhere. And we might get a little bit more rain, I'm not sure. They said chances all week, but I don't hold my breath on the weather. There was a question here a while ago about all this stuff on the beach. Those are all pieces of wood. That is from the logging industry at the turn of the century, and this was a big logging area. That was the main industry here 100 years ago, was trees. Right there's all pieces of wood. Every time we get a high wind that's coming on shore, all that shows up from the old rotten trees at the bottom of the lake. So with just that little bit of tidbit information, answer some questions, I guess. So let's go get the trailer loaded up and let's get started. Well, I've skipped over 8 yards already today, just because they're all burned up. Because that rain that we got last week didn't help. It's still all burned up and getting drier. That yard I just got done. Vicky's usually with me, and I just did it by myself. I did it half the time I normally do, because all that's growing is the weeds, and that's what you want to cut down. This grass is brown. That's the first time I've been back here in a month. And he has not had any rain since This is the first time I've been back to this yard in a month, and he hasn't had any rain since May. So that yard's done. So if I make it back this year there, I'd be really surprised. So that one's probably done for the season, because there's no grass left. It's all sand now. So next, I don't know how many more yards I'm going to skip over today. I'm going to probably skip over quite a few. Driving by 3 other yards on the way to this yard, it looks like they're burned up too, so I'll probably be skipping over them too. We do have one yard that's way overgrown. The people are, they're slow paying people, and they have to pay ahead of time before I cut the grass. And I have not cut it this year. So it's at least 2 foot high. Probably gonna be some areas that's 3 foot high. The neighbors have been cutting the front yard, so I don't have to worry about that, but the backyard's, I know it's overgrown because I can see it. And it's just a mess. And they're getting charged extra for it because we have to go in there and cut it all down, bag it all up, and haul it away. On to the next yard here. Okay, just got done with the yard here. That's spring of the year. The whole backyard was underwater pretty much, and now it's all dried out. I haven't been here in 3 weeks. This yard, I'll put a link up over here, what it was like in the spring. We did a spring cleanup here in month of May, I think it was. Now we need to get back for 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks. I think it was either 2 or 3 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks. Just because we cut it so short to clean everything all up. And then the water was laying on the ground pretty much. And we have now been back here for 3 weeks. And this will probably be the last cut for this month, because it wasn't that tall. It was only the tallest part, which was over the drain field, was only probably 6 inches high. That's about it. The rest of it, the yard is wet, but the grass is not growing. So the grass is not growing in the backyard because it is so wet. And the grass is not growing in the front yard because there is no rain. So it's one of them yards that one side you're eating dust, the other side you're almost getting stuck. So it's just a messed up deal right now. So I think I only have 4 yards left to do out of 18 yards. And that's just the way it's been going. We did get rain last week in certain areas. This area that I'm at right now did not get rain. It has not gotten rain in 5 weeks, I think it is. It's gonna be a struggle for the next 2 months, I'm looking at this, because There's a slight chance of rain twice this week, and it's like 30 to 40% chance of rain, and that's it. Last week we got all that rain in about an hour. That's about it, and then it was done. And it was a lot of rain all at once, and all it did is run right off the ground, and nothing soaked in. So I am going to go pick up Vicky now. We're going to go do some bigger yards. It's going to take 2 of us to do it, and then end up with that big cleanup with that overgrown yard there. So on to the next yards. Okay, this is what I'm looking at. The yard's burned up over there, burned up over here, but the weeds are a foot high. That's what I've been running into, and then they're really tall over there, and then on the other side they're tall again. So I'm gonna have to go and I have to mow these weeds down right now, just because neighbors are complaining. Okay, got her all done. You can see my tire tracks there. Those will be there the rest of the summer. And you can see a couple of them from the time I was here last time, 3 weeks ago. So I will not be back to this yard till August sometime now. Okay, got back in the truck where it's a little cooler. It's 91 degrees outside right now, and flies are pretty aggressive out there. So now we're gonna go. Things just, if you're not on that seatbelt right away, them stupid alarms are going off all the time. Anyhow, we're gonna go take care of that overgrown yard now, and hopefully not too many bugs and critters running around there. But that's gonna be a little bit of drug out process on that one, but it won't take us all that long, I don't think, to do it. So we'll see you at that yard. Okay, this is what we got to deal with. There's a tree broken off laying there. I cannot get the other mower underneath there, so I got to make these clippings disappear. Give you an idea how deep these are. Well, this is not going to be good. Not going to be good at all. This is 4 foot high. My bagger will not fit underneath there. It's gonna be fun. I was gonna weed whack and have Vicky mow this all down. That's all changed now. Somebody cut this out, and the yard's not very big, but it's just a mess. So I don't know where I'm going to set you up. Let's see what I can come up with here. That's what a finished mess looks like. Clippings are all gone. There's a few clippings up along the fence, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. The clippings all disappeared. There's a few of them around here, right there by the branches, but we'll get that next time we're here, which will be about 3 weeks. And they knew about this tree because them branches are sitting there. They picked them up. So I'm not sure when and if this is going to get picked up, because we're not hauling that tree away because the lady will never pay for it. Okay, we got off that busy stinking street there. That yard, I think I said a couple of videos ago, or a few videos ago, you want to get rid of your bottom 10% every year. That's at the bottom of the 10%. That's the first one to go for next year. I'm not plowing that one next year either. There's no way, no how I'm going to deal with that yard and that person, because they are just too slow at paying when they do pay. And everything's got to be prepaid except for snow plow. And the hard part about that is nobody wants to snow plow or pay for the snow plowing, because some winters we don't get any snow at all. So that's what we have a problem with in the winter. But that one yard there,
they don't care about the yard at all.
No.
There's trees down, laying in the yard, and
it's a rental. The whole thing is it's a rental. And around here,
it looks horrible.
All they care about is a rent. Don't care about anything else. And I know the reason why she paid her bill for snow plowing and paid ahead is because of the renter was complaining. And when all the renter has to do is call the city, and the city comes over and gives them a $250 fine. That's all that was about.
Or the neighbor called.
Or the neighbor called, yes, exactly. So we're going to check out another yard, and I think we might be done for the day. And that yard's all burned up too. Anything else left on there, Vicki? Just a couple weeds on here, and that's about it. It's got a good color of yellow. That's the last one for the day. Yeah, buddy. Oh well. Nothing we can do about it, so I guess. Well, one thing about that yard though, since that tree was laying there and I couldn't pick up any of the clippings, I have no clippings to dump off. And it's I guess I'm wearing a lot of the clippings, but next time out there, it's in 2 to 3 weeks. Take care of the rest of the clippings and it'll be done. So let's go. I guess we're gonna go drop the trailer off now. Okay, we got trailer all dropped off. It's 94 degrees.
Gotta go home and rescue the dogs. They're probably really hot. They need to get in the air conditioning doghouse.
Yeah, they've been outside for a couple hours. About 2 hours. So we were supposed to do 18 yards today. We cut how many? 6? 6 yards out of 18. Some of them yards we haven't been on in 3 weeks. And we probably won't be on them for a couple more weeks until we get some more rain. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but we need rain bad, real bad.
Yeah, it's almost to the point where if somebody throws a cigarette out the window, there could be a fire catching on the grass there.
And a matter of fact, somebody, I forgot who I was talking to, farmer was trying to get the hay off the field, and the field caught fire and burned the whole field off. Forgot one of my friends was telling me about that. That just, things are just so dry. So tomorrow morning I have a dentist appointment. Yay. So that's going to take up a little bit of time. We're probably not going to get started until about 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. Which, the way things are going, I'm going to take a ride tonight on my motorcycle and check these yards out, because some of them are quite a ways away, which I don't think we're going to be cutting them, but I have to check them anyhow. And I'd rather go for a motorcycle ride, check them out, and then versus driving my truck all the way out there and driving around with the big old heavy truck on a trailer and everything. But I'm going to wait for a few hours before it to get below 90 degrees, because at this temperature, you know, it's nice and cool when you're riding, but as soon as you stop, you start sweating. So I don't want to go through that. But anyhow, so that is going to be the end of my video for tonight. I want to thank you for watching and subscribing. If you could check out the links in the description box below. Those links help support the channel, and
we will see you at the next yard. Have a great evening.
Yes, we will see you next yard. Talk to you tomorrow.